Hi folks, and welcome to my veg garden. Today is a different video. Today is about me trying to get a growing cabinet built and powered inside my shed at the bottom of the garden, because I've got no space in the house to actually get things growing, get them early. I was going to try some large onions, so I really need to get them started now. So this is just a little video about me creating my growing cabinet. I'm doing it, I'm not spending lots of money buying different specialist equipment. I'm going to use a wardrobe, so I'm just going to show you what I'm doing. So here we are in the shed at the bottom of the garden. So as you can see here, we've got an old wardrobe. The doors are there, taking the doors off. I've actually shrunk it down slightly because it's just too high, because as you can see in here it's not massively high. So the idea is I'm going to try and push it down to the very end there, move stuff about, get there. My lad's going to do the electrics. I've got some cable, get that from the house all the way down to here. Going to get it all wired in properly, that with a light at the very end of the shed proper. I've got one of these little solar lights, see up here, comes the wire, comes out here, and got a little there is a solar panel down here, so you can see the little solar panel down there. So I'm having a light at the bottom, and also what I'm also going to do is I'm going to have heat and ventilation, so I'm getting sockets also in the bottom shed as well. So this will be one I'll show you every so often through the whole video progression. So what we're going to do is here, this is the carcass of it, no back, because it was one of these cardboard type foldy ones that you just pinned on with some tacks. So I want it so that I've got it completely. When I've done it, it's going to have shelves in it. It's going to have a heater at the bottom. I'm going to then, on the shelves, I'm going to have around the whole of the frame and that, and on the shelves is going to be some reflector. See, so I've got some reflective foil to that to try and get as much light all the way around so it doesn't get lost. Going to have some LEDs as well to give it a decent light source, and also as I say, a heat. I'm going to put the idea is that there'll be two lots of imagine it's upside down at the moment, but there's going to be two lots of shelves up both sides with a gap right down the middle. So a gap right down the middle, shelves down this side and shelves down that side. Heater's going to be at the bottom, thermostatically controlled, so it gives the heat. So I'm just trying to get the frame sorted, then it's all done, because it's going to have quite a bit because of the framing inside it. I'm going to fix the bottom as well with some 2x2 timber as well, and that will just make it more rigid. So throughout the whole video you'll see how progressing, getting on and that. So keep watching folks. So we now show another update of the growing cabinet. Let me just show you what I did at the bottom, because of it's only got dowels and screws on the chipboard at the very bottom, and it wouldn't give it enough support. So what I've done is run on the bottom, let me just go down, you can see what I've run is a piece of wood right along there to give it some support there, both front and back. And then what we've got here, if we look here, and the idea behind this is we've got that down here is the gap there, and what we're going to have is coming out, well, let's get my fingers so you can see, coming out on these at certain heights. I've still to work out what the height is between them. There's going to be brackets. Let me just get one in next and I'll show you the sort of thing that I mean. Always trying to do this one-handed is really difficult. So let me just put one on. So imagine you've got that there, and then you will have one on the other side and one on the back piece as well. So let's just put it in so that as well. Then what I'm going to do is just do chipboard pieces that just sit on top of these brackets. So it just sits like that, and then I can then put the trays. They're going to got them from a website called Plant Pots Direct. What I'm getting is ones that have got no holes in the bottom, then some modules, both 25 cell modules and 40 cell modules, because that's roughly what I worked out the two different types I'd probably use. That as well as tops. So, and in here what we're going to have is underneath there's going to be lights underneath each of the pieces of a chipboard that sits on here. There's going to be lights, and at the bottom I'm going to have, down the very bottom, down the gap at the middle, I'm going to have a thermostatically controlled, if I could put my teeth in, thermostatically controlled heater, so I can have it, because I really want, the idea is in November I really need to get my onions started, so that'll be it. So I'll show you another update in a little while how far we've progressed. So we're just completing the lights, the grow lights that are going to go in. These are, let me just show you the patch. These are what they call, sorry about the finger, daylight running lights. So they're what they're really designed for is for going in front cars. So if we put the thing there, see where they've got them down there? That's the way they are. Haven't checked up on them. And I think Dan's talked about, Dan from the allotment diary spoke about this when he talked about growing onions last year. He said they had to be in the colour, it's called a colour temperature. Different colours will make plants do different things. If you want them to sort of go into flower, to, you know, sort of flowering, generally possibly what they do in large scale greenhouses or other places for getting flowers for shops and things like that, they might use the red colour, which is more a flowering colour temperature. For just getting your seedlings going, you want sort of a white one, which is apparently 6,500 kelvins, I think it is, but it is a 6,500 range of colour temperature, which is quite a white one, not a blue one, but a white one. So here we have what I've done. It comes in a pack with 2 in each, naturally, for both sides of a car. So I've put on the reflective thing to maximise the light that's actually in the grow cabinet for each section. It won't be on all shelves. I'm only doing it on 4 of the shelves because I won't always need it. A lot of it could be that I just want it to keep them warm, but I don't want light because I'll take them then out into the natural light. This is really to cover anything I'm growing during the winter, just to get them started. So here we have, as I say, there they are, fitted them on there. Then you've got them connected to a terminal block there. The colour matches, I've combined the 2 from each one, reds to the same one, black to the other one, and that's the colour I'm using. I'm using red and blue throughout my growing cabinet. I'll show you that in a little while with the lights on, so you can get an idea of where we are. Hi folks, so this is the very last part of the whole video, so it's going to be all stitched together as one video, so it's in sections. So at last we have now completed the growing cabinet. There's still just I'm just going to show you, there's still a few lights to go on the underneath of some of the other shelves, 4 in total, but this is it now complete in the sense of there's no more major work to do. So yeah, do you like me odd handles? And the odd handles reason for it, and you can see where there was, because the doors where I had to cut the height, and I think what happened was, scroll by error, I cut the wrong end of the door. So that's the reason why you see that like that. So I think it looks quite fiction personally, but hey, it doesn't change the functionality of it. So we'll open it up and you can see what I've done in total. Right, so as you can see, this is now, I'm quite good with sort of electronic wire and things like that, so this is my way of doing it. So let me show you. So we have shelves all the way up, all the way from the bottom. So we can actually put in on each side, we can actually get 8 trays, seed trays in each side if we really needed to. But I'm going to be buying some more ones specifically for, so I've got the right module sizes, so I'm going to go for 24s and 40s with solid bottom trays and propagator lids, and I'll show you them just how I put it in. So here we have it. So as you can see, what I've done is I put reflective foil on just to try and bounce as much light back as possible. You can see even down here, you're getting light going across. until you go down, and there you can see. Let me just put the camera underneath so you can see. There we go, the light's in place. You know, when you close, let me just try and show you. So I'm trying to jam my arm in. I don't know. Let's go this way and see. So you can see it's actually quite bright inside there, isn't it? So I'm quite pleased with that. So as I say, I've got all the shelves all in place. They're all in brackets so that if I need to, I can take the shelves out. So they just slot back in like that. So I measured it so that what we've got is, as you can see, we've got a thermostat on there, currently set up. Let me just squeeze in, as you can see, set at 15 at the moment. Not 15 at the moment because the doors are wide open. So, and down the bottom, not very bright as you can see. Sorry, but let's move back a bit. It'll probably go a bit grainy because of the light. So as you can see, I've got a heater there with a thermostat up there. It goes outside and like that. So let's just show you putting a tray in. So trying to do this one hand is always, you can always guarantee it's going to be a problem. So as you can see, that's how they fit in. You know, it could be then you don't want, after a while you don't want the propagator lids on, so just move it there a second. Let me just take the lid off, and then you can see. So you might want it like that. Yeah, so you've got that. So we've got that. As I say, you might find, oh, I now need it bigger. So what you can do then is plonk it down into there and take the shelf out like so, and then you've got it like that as well. So you've got all that sort of, just to try and make it as easy as possible. So there you go, folks. So just knocking everything about inside my shed as usual. As you can see, that's my grow cabinet. It's, as I said in previous, it's a sort of twofold. It will be allowing me to just get things growing. The idea is I'm going to put in there in a bit some onion seeds, large onion. If even I could, I'll put my teeth back in and we'll try that again. Large onion seeds. Where's the packet? Let me find the packet. Oh, it's up here. So I'll do this in my normal video. You'll be able to see. So that's what we're going to put in. Put some of them ailsy. So we'll get them done in a bit, and you'll be able to follow me over the winter, see how successful we are. I'm going to make one mention at the very end of this video, and that's a big thank you to my youngest stepson, Kieran. He's the one who has helped massively so that I can actually get my growing cabinet down here. So that, as I say, I just wanted to say a big thank you to him. So there you go. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope maybe it might have inspired one of you who can't get stuff grown inside their house. This is always an opportunity. That if you can get power down to your greenhouse, wherever it is, here's an opportunity for it. So hope you've enjoyed the whole video, because it's probably going on for quite a while. And I'll see you on one of my other videos very soon. Bye just now, folks.